Statesman Nation. Here with Tyler Goble, senior fullback from Des Moines. Tyler, appreciate you coming in. You said you got a free day, so why not come in here and let's talk for a little while. So, senior fullback, you've taken your time sitting behind some of the fullback greats, and now you're making your own name in that position. Talk about your career and how it's progressed, and where you're at now, and being our starting fullback there.
I came in at about 109 pounds. I had Sean Davis and Evan Ressler had me basically this whole time, kind of guiding me throughout my career.
Right.
As you know, I'm a 5-year senior or a 5th-year senior.
Yeah.
So basically, this is kind of my year to, kind of shine a little bit and kind of say I'm the guy.
Sure.
And kind of learning from those guys. It's helped me a ton.
Right.
And it's kind of built me to the player I am today.
Right.
So that's helped me a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Those are, like I said, those are two of the guys that have, what better mentors, I guess, than those two guys that did it very well. Within the scheme, I know we do a little bit of everything within the option, but what would you say is the primary responsibility of the fullback in our scheme? If there is one. I mean, like I said, there's so many different things you guys have to do.
Definitely, obviously hanging on to the ball, taking on, big hits, and really, a big job for us is, if we don't get the ball, we really got to run through the mesh.
Right.
And, to get that thing pitched out to our slots to kind of make it happen and make it work. And usually when it gets to those guys, they get some pretty big gains out of the play.
Yeah, you guys are the second most unrecognized area on the offense behind that offensive line. You guys go in there and you're going to get battered and bruised every time, even if you got the ball or not. So, is that just something? I mean, coming into this system, that's just how it is.
Yep.
And obviously, you're okay with that position. But what's it take to be a fullback within our program?
Definitely a physical trait about yourself. You gotta be hard-nosed football player, and you gotta be very tough. So that's just kind of basically just like a lineman, but we're just a little smaller version of lineman. You can run a little bit,
Right, and obviously be able to play through some injuries. And I know you said you're a little banged up this week, and hopefully get yourself closer to 100% by tomorrow and be ready for Avila. The joke that I think a lot of people say is, well, hey, fullbacks just go in there and they grind away and get the 2-3 yards, and that's their. If you need 3 yards, they'll get you 3 yards. If you need 1 yard, they'll get you 3 yards. It's the very consistent play. Is that how you would define yourself? As just give me the ball, I will get you what you need. I'm not maybe gonna bust a whole lot of 10, 15, 20 yards. It happens, obviously.
Yep.
But you've got the confidence, especially as a 5th-year senior. You can go right in, get what is needed.
Yeah, and for sure, that's kind of the mentality you have to have. If we need that 1 yard, you have to get it.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
that's why I always said, hey, we're a running team. We can get that 1 yard if we have to get it.
I hope so. Yeah.
You're right. You guys have Avila tomorrow, homecoming. You've never been on the other side. I interviewed Coach Stewart yesterday, talking to him about both ends of it as a player and as a coach. But just as a player, what does homecoming mean to you? I'm sure you're going to have some of your upperclassmen friends coming back and such. But talk about what homecoming means to you.
It means a lot. It's kind of fun, like hearing all the spiel around the campus. Hey, can't wait to go to the game Saturday. Kind of talking about what you're doing after the game,
Right.
And it's kind of a big deal for all, the alumni to come, and the former players, and for us to kind of perform for them, and just knowing that they were in your position once, and that's a lot of who you're playing for, as well. You want to show them, what the team's about.
Sure. And outside of, I guess, the season opener and senior day, I'd say homecoming has to bring the most energy of any game. I think you guys, just talking to...
Especially as far as, crowd and, bringing your family in and friends. And
exactly.
So,
So you guys are going to be amped. You guys are going to be ready to go and get that last Saturday off your mind and get back into the win column and get moving. All right, man. We've talked about the football side, which is always fun. I've never really talked about a fullback before, so this was fun to bring you in, get you in the spotlight here. But let's get into the personal side of Tyler Goble. So, Tyler, what is your nickname?
People usually call me T Gobes, or usually just by my last name, Goble.
Okay, sure. Why did you choose William Penn?
Well, I seen, they're very kind of family oriented.
Right.
They cared about each other, and, you can basically count on everybody. But, really the one thing that kind of stuck out for me is, well, we run the triple option,
right.
Back in my high school we ran a similar offense,
Okay.
And the first thing that, kind of Coach Half said when I first came in is, we want to be the most physical team in the nation.
Right.
So that really kind of stuck out for me because that's a lot of what my high school coach preached.
Right. Sure.
So that kind of really made me feel like I was at home.
Right. Definitely. Describe Coach Hafner in one word.
Caring.
Okay. If you were a superhero or if you had superpowers, who would you be, or what powers would you like to have?
The Hulk.
The Hulk. Definitely. Okay. Cool. People say you look like.
Oh. I think it's Tom Harding, the guy off of a Warrior.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah, sure. Favorite food?
Spaghetti.
Okay. Yeah, carb load. There you go. Favorite movie?
Remember the Titans.
Okay. Favorite TV show?
The Walking Dead.
Okay. I got myself back into it. So
I know. I just started watching the last episodes.
Your goal in football?
Win national championship.
Okay. Currently listening to in your iPod, in your car, whatever it may be.
Probably rap.
Okay. Any special artists in particular?
Just a variety, honestly.
Sure. If you had $1 million, what would you buy?
Well, I'd pay off my loans for sure first.
There you go.
But,
hopefully you still have a lot of money left over, right?
Yeah.
Sure. What after that? Sorry, I cut you off.
Probably a house,
Sure.
Nice little vacation home.
There you go. If you weren't playing football, what other sport would you like to play?
Probably rugby.
Okay, cool.
Kind of interests me.
Your favorite sports hero?
Marshall Falk.
Okay. Person in history you'd most like to meet and why? Doesn't have to be a famous person. Could be a family member you've never met or something like that.
Probably my grandpa.
Okay. And all right, you've had this opportunity many, many times, I'm sure, over the last few years. But put the recruiting hat on. You're trying to sell a kid on coming to William Penn. How do you sell them to come here and play football for the Statesmen?
Like I said before, we're a very family oriented
right.
kind of football team.
Sure.
You can really count on anybody to be there for you if
right.
you ever need questions or, just you're worried about something.
Right.
And the great thing about our coaches as well, they're great coaches and
right.
they're great people as well. If you ever needed anything, our coaches would be there for you.
Right.
Coach Half's helped me on several occasions as well as Coach Stutz.
Sure.
They definitely have your backs.
Sure, definitely. In regards to the academic side of your career here, you said you're a strength and conditioning major. What are the plans?
Well, kind of a long-term goal for myself is kind of own my own facility as far as strength conditioning, and I really want to host combines and
sure.
training sessions.
Cool.
So
very cool. All right, Tyler. Well, appreciate you coming in for a few minutes. Like I said, always fun. I'm happy to get you guys in here and get the helmet off so everybody can actually see. Hey, this is what Tyler Goble looks like without wearing number 2 on. So, all right, man. Well, thanks so much. Best of luck against Avila tomorrow, 1:00 start. Statesman out at Lacey for homecoming. So, best of luck, man.
Thank you.
All right,